Okay, friends, welcome back to what will be this time the last sitting for God of War. What an amazing game, and what an amazing fight. That Valkyrie was something else. And so, I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish everything. Obviously, still got one more Dwarven quest, and I think the thing that may take me the longest is actually getting all of Odin's eyes, because they're scattered all over the place and have been difficult enough as it is to find them, and now I don't really have any clue where the rest are, but I'll be jumping around a lot, and hope you enjoy watching the last little bit before we very soon will be hopping into God of War Ragnarok, which a lot of people have been saying it is even way better than this game, which is hard to believe because this one was so amazing, had a blast, and so look forward to seeing you all in a second. Although it looks like I can reach back in here for something else, so I assume there's going to be some loot or something. Better not have to find another queen. Okay, just the usual Dust of Realms. I was kind of scared for a second that somehow my game did not save after I killed the queen. Did not want to have to go through that again. That was an ordeal. Alright, Brock and Sindri, we've got the ultimate goodie for you.
So how was your trip to Jotunheim?
Will you give them a little privacy? The kid just found out he's a giant. He doesn't need you interrogating him.
Brock, you knew?
Oh, we knew Faye was the last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard. That's why we made her the axe. We hoped it could restore the balance of power.
After Thor went all berserk with our hammer.
Though in the end it seems she chose another path. She chose, well, you.
Wow.
I suppose she figured that was the best chance for the giants to live on. And now, I suppose, that's up to you.
How about that? A young Jotun with us the whole time. And the son of Laufey, the just... I should have seen it before.
Man, that's crazy. They were hiding that info from us the whole game.
Better not be fighting with your brother again.
Just because he's gotten a little less annoying over the years doesn't mean I ain't got a customer base of my own to keep happy.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Well, you came back here, didn't you?
Fair point.
Okay. I thought I had to give him the Valkyrie helmet, but maybe I don't.
Sure, I'm open.
Maybe it's in the store, perhaps? Okay, I think I'm gonna upgrade this and then equip it. The waist guard of the Valkyrie. I don't know if that's the one I just got, or if I've had it for a while, but
Don't be too careful now.
might as well try it out. And then I'll switch the enchantments here in a second.
Looks good.
That upgrade brings everything up. Now this one I did just get from the last fight, and since we've pretty much gone through the most difficult enemies in the game, I just want to try it to be able to use it. Looks like it's got a cool ability anyway,
Fuckers with that.
with increasing the axe throw capability. I think I can upgrade it one more time. Yeah.
Get him, mister.
Oh, okay. This is what I use the helmet for. It's to sell it for 100,000 hack silver. That's going to help me out.
Good stuff.
And I'm actually going to use that hack silver to upgrade the cuirass, however you pronounce it, of the Valkyrie to max. And then I'm going to be wearing all Valkyrie armor. And so I feel like this is a good opportunity to use that since I worked so hard for it all.
Now go scuff that up.
Look how dope Kratos looks now with the full Valkyrie armor. That is elite. Nothing's gonna stand in our way at this point.
This'll be our best work yet. Just need a little help from you lot.
Hey, enough of that. Already heard enough about the whetstone from Sindri in the past. But I imagine we're not going to go into Ragnarok with the same equipment, which is unfortunate. Won't get to use this Valkyrie armor for long. Unless, of course, I did another playthrough, but already have other objectives to get to at the moment.
Mimir, what did you call Mother? Laufey the Just? Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure. Laufey was a rumor in the halls of Asgard. A giantess warrior who thwarted many an Aesir god's plans.
Hey.
Freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the most noble of ways. Thor was terribly frustrated he could never find her to fight. Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her, and who she would turn out to be. Yours is quite a singular lineage, lad.
Man, that's awesome. I thought we were done with those, but we get a few extra tidbits from Mimir at this point. Kratos certainly could not have found a better partner, better wife. Wish we got to meet her. Okay, so this is the closed off entrance I found so long ago that we can now get in for the objective. At least I think it's this one. There's still another dragon. I forgot about that. I wonder if that's part of this mission. Can I not? Oh, there we go. Just struggled for a second. Got snow once again. Go there. And I think that's the only option. Awful quiet around here. But I'll take it. Been through enough combat as it is. Man, still can't get over this armor. It's so cool.
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's a serpent.
It says, "Glory to Motsignir, the Dwarf King. May his reign be long, prosperous, and filled with peace."
Well, about that, I think this is the right one. I had to go in the codex to find it. Monseigneur's throne. After many winters, the stronghold of Conansgard is complete. Monseigneur has invited all citizens to attend the grand ceremony in the throne room. There we await the calming words of our king, who promises everlasting safety and prosperity. This new land is even more fertile than Vethergard, and with Regin, maybe, as our stalwart sentry, we fear naught from the Reavers, dark elves, nor any malevolent force. The reign of King Monseigneur is truly blessed by Tyr himself. All hail the Dwarf King, protector of man. Huh, sounds like they actually liked this Dwarf King. The people in Vethergard sure didn't. I wonder what changed. Interesting.
Greetings, and welcome to Conansgard.
Thank you.
I just want to make sure you're good and prepared before heading in any further. There's all manner of nastiness left over from the Mad Dwarf King's foul practices.
What kind of practices?
Oh, various sacrificing, dark enchantments, blood, magic, and so forth. Quite common among the older dwarves, unfortunately. Old habits are hard to break.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Whoa. Look, it's another dragon.
I see it, boy.
Yo.
I hope we can find the binding shrines. This place is huge.
Where is the... Oh! There he is. Hard to miss. This place looks so cool. The optional areas in this game are definitely some of the best I've seen in any game. Because oftentimes, in previous open type world games I've played, they can kind of be a little lackluster and feel just like a add-on at the last second, but these feel so well made, just as good as the rest of the main game. Let me see if Sindri's got anything
Where shall
new.
we begin?
Nope, not a single thing.
That's fine. Always happy just to chat.
Me too. Oh, hello. Come on over.
I'm ready.
Y'all don't put up a fight. Oh, you're just what I need. Oh, that's why I can't open this. Is because we're mid-fight. Don't interrupt my looting. Dang, that's the second time that's happened. These guys are dropping a lot of loot. Cool. Thank you for sacrificing your lives for our quest. Oh, there's a lot of boys here. Come here. Oh. That was easy enough. Okay, can't get up there. Oh. Where are you going? Man just said he was done with that.
More than one dragon. He must have needed them to create this legendary armor.
Interesting thought, lad. And it makes sense. Nearly everything about dragons is useful and contains power. Teeth, scales, even excrement.
Excrement?
Shit.
Dragon shit is powerful?
Aye, lad. Potently powerful.
Mimir's loving
He's
this.
having fun with you.
Oh, I knew that.
I love Mimir. You're too far down there. Let me, oh. I don't know why I thought that was something else. This is definitely the longest path to get to a dragon.
Ready and wait. Need more time.
Hold up now.
Keeping him down.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I upgraded the R1 throw. I need to be trying that out more. Oh, we didn't go up there. Can we get to there from here? I don't actually think we can. Oh yeah, this thing's kind of blocking it. Oh well.
That's an impressive front door.
Yeah, it is.
Must be pretty special to make a legendary armor.
This legendary armor better be worth the trouble.
But if Brock and Sindri make it together, I'm sure it's worth the effort. Don't you trust them at least?
I trust you, Atreus. I do not trust the legend.
Oh, at least you trust him. Well, I highly doubt it could be better than the Valkyrie armor I've got, but we'll do it anyway.
That's one entry stone. Looks like it needs 3 entry stones.
Interesting. Shouldn't be too difficult to find them. I assume one of them's in here. This is quite a setup they've got. Oh, they're preparing us for something. Oh, hello. I'm not gonna forget how to R3 these this time. That's light work. Is that something important, or is it just a light? Guess we keep moving. Can't really... Maybe Atreus can shoot it? Okay, no. Oh, yeah, it just looks like they're fires. Can't get across there yet. And this looks like a bit of an arena. Is that an ancient? It is. Or a soul devourer. I love this backdrop. Let me throw this at you first. Oh, it's gonna take 2 times. He barely puts a dent into me when I hit him as well, or when he hits me. Nice.
Showing up.
Music was going off there at the end. Cedar Sigil of Runic Power, rare enchantment. I feel like I'm pretty set with enchantments at the moment. But you never know what the game's hiding. Okay, we gotta bring that somewhere. Let me break this down first. How the heck am I supposed to get it over there? Unless it gives me extra time? Oh yeah, there's no chance I'm making this. Let me just keep moving ahead. See if we find something. Did not mean to do that. Oh, but we dropped down so I could open this. And maybe this is how I bring it across. Okay, we're doing something here. Oh, it just nicely comes over to us here. That's handy. Thought I was gonna have to time it. Oh, you know what? I bet I place this to make a bridge so that I can bring the Winds of Fury, Winds of Hell across. I'll let you take care of this, Atreus.
Behind you!
Wolver!
Oh, they're not making this easy.
Sorry, kid!
I'll see if Atreus can get them all by himself.
Behind you!
Y'all are gonna be mad you messed with us. That is so graphic. Oh my gosh. I think that's the first time I've seen that. That was nasty, bro. I guess they saved the best finisher for last. There we go. Knew they wouldn't just hang me out to dry like that. Now it should be a piece of cake to get it across. Oh yeah, there we go. Almost too much time. And then I saw the other one up here. Whoop. Okay, I think that's all I need to do, yeah. Bit of a maze we've got here. I like it. I thought we were done with all the long quests. It was a nice chill finisher for the game. Oh, we're back here. That's what was waiting for us.
Number 2. This place is even bigger than Vadergard.
Yes.
they
Dwarf
their
King's
guard.
reach appears vast.
Wonder what happened to him.
'Tis a great mystery, even amongst the sons of Ivaldi. Motsognir's behaviour before his disappearance grew increasingly erratic.
Why?
The Devegrathikar, the very armour you find yourself searching for. Though he found two, I'd wager his failure to find the third ingredient drove him to madness.
We'll finish the job. I wonder if he had a same fate as the other guy, and that's him, the dragon.
Still won't open?
Oh, here we go.
83.
Focus up!
These dudes take some hits.
Enemy down! Sorry,
Oh, I forget. I need to be using my blades. Giving me all the R3s I could want.
Can't yet!
Oh, there's more. He's too big to kill with the R3.
The enemies are strong here. Keep your guard up.
Not strong enough, if you ask me. Barely an inconvenience. Alright, now I assume we go this way. Yep, there's enemies. It's the right way. Okay, I think this might be the way to go to the dragon. Oh, there's a troll, though. Let me check over here first. Oh, there's a gate. So we do have to go the other way. Let me actually give myself a different heavy runic attack for the blades, just because I don't really need the healing one at the moment. The enemies aren't too difficult. I'm just going to go back to Hyperion Slam that I had a while ago. That was doing work for me. That was so quick. I like that they just had him feasting on the other enemy. I thought we might be able to break that structure, whatever it is.
Ice attack! Incoming!
You definitely can't recall this one quickly like you could before. It goes so far. Oh, I guess you can. You just have to time it differently. Any more ice boys? Doesn't look like it. Can't really climb up there. I'm also keeping my eyes peeled for some ravens. Because it would suck to have to come all the way back here. Love this soundtrack. Let me just get this prepped for when we come back. Man, we are getting real close.
There he is. Man, are these boy or girl dragons?
I do not know.
There are
Oh,
a few ways to find out, but they're rather messy.
thanks, Mimir.
I guess it doesn't matter.
So this is the dragon that was mentioned in that lore thing a bit ago. And they are certainly making this last stone difficult to get. Okay, so we gotta somehow break some stuff around here. Oh, I thought he'd be able to hit him.
dragon would be a bit more supportive, seeing how we're trying to free it.
That's what I'm saying. Mimir's asking the real questions. Yeah, we're back to the one throw kill. One of my favorite finishers as well. Now we should be able to open it. Nope, never mind. Oh yeah, still more enemies. Go back to my old ways. There we go. Sure, that's not the last of them. Okay, we can slide down from there. We have to figure out how to open these. But how do you switch this one?
Be ready.
Bye-bye. Makes that easy.
You enjoy freeing them.
Well, yeah. Still seems like the right thing to do.
Atreus is such a good kid. Had a bit of a hiccup when he first learned that he was a god, but he's back on the right track. What happens if I do this? Whoops. Can I, like, lob it in there? Oh, you can do that. Cool. And I got both of them on the left with that one. I was making it a little harder than it needed to be. That's what I wanted to do with the first throw.
Damsel one behind you, brother.
Almost ready.
Gross. Even though I'm really high level, they still take a lot of hits. Scan the area for birds. Oh! Oh yeah, there's one here. I think it's like right up there. No, I passed it. Oh! I was looking up instead of down.
Boy,
Sir.
Boy.
Interesting.
More Monseigneur lore, perhaps? Oh, this is about the dragon. Regan of Conansgard. Much like Odor of Vithurgard, Regan has been conscripted as head sentry of Conansgard. Though he may occasionally struggle against his bindings, he takes great pride in his task. How do you know? His thunderous breath, while extraordinarily dangerous, is merely his way of expressing pride. One way to interpret it, that's for sure. However, do take caution during weekly maintenance of the dragon shrines. Regan will attempt to use his breath on you. This is not meant as an attack. It is merely his own cheeky way of passing the time. You know, somehow I feel like they're just trying to justify keeping a dragon locked up. But make sure you vacate the area immediately because it will kill you. All rumors that Regan's presence attracts the dark elves of Alfheim is pure fiction. May fight them coming up then. King Monseigneur will protect us from all beasts as he has done time and time again. Yeah, I don't believe any of this. Okay. I'm not the only one skeptical. Quite a jump. There are dark elves. Feels like a bigger fight. I'll use it. My abilities are too good for you. Where'd he go? A decent enemy.
Last one. Let's go free.
Look out, Atreus.
It is over.
Okay, not too shabby.
Why did the Dwarf King want this armor so badly? What's so special about it?
There are many legends behind the debate, Gratica. A suspicious amount of legends, which makes confirming anything about this particular armor difficult. But the one constant is the ability of the armor to offer ultimate protection. A useful attribute for an unpopular king, you see.
Yet this plagued land is all that remains of him. This is why you do not trust legends, boy.
What can you trust?
Yourself, your eyes, your instincts. Blind trust in a legend is a gamble, and rarely does it pay off.
If you say so.
I wonder if that can apply to the murals and the prophecies that we saw on the wall in Jotunheim, specifically regarding Kratos potentially dying and Atreus being alone. I would love to not trust that and hope for Kratos to survive.
We're in. Okay. Here we go. Huh. It's kind of run down in here.
What did you expect?
I don't know. Less ruin, I guess? Maybe the throne room's in better shape.
I doubt anybody has been here for a long time.
Another one here.
Starkadr. Wow. That's a lot of arms.
That's fair to say.
6, 7, 8? Could he shoot 4 bows at once?
More of a swordsman. He did only have the 2 eyes.
Looks like Thor cut him down to size.
It's what he does.
It's always Thor, man. 10 of 11. Only one more to go. Sweet. We're getting real close there. See if there's any bonus info. Starkadr, a giant with 8 arms, swinging 4 swords until Thor chopped him up. Why did the gods gang up on him? Probably because seems pretty dangerous. I certainly wouldn't like to fight him. Look at that heavenly light. Heavenly glow. Can I break these?
Do you hear that?
No. What do you hear, boy?
Crying. And screams.
Uh-oh.
Large crowd of people.
Just old spirits, I suppose. Leftover victims of the Mad Dwarf's reign. Still, that's rather ominous.
I do hear an Odin eye, but I wanted to come this way first. I know there was something I could jump over back here. Let me scale that real quick. Okay, it's just a chest. Oh, and this is where I get the Odin eye, wherever it is. Oh, Mark of the Element epic enchantment increases the rate of permafrost or immolation gained by 7%. Cool. $39 of 51. The quicker I get some along this path, the quicker it'll be to finish all of them off later, because that's probably going to be the last thing I do.
They're getting louder. They sound almost like... Helllock!
Here we go. Oh, I thought it was like a cinematic or something. Whoa, so many.
That was a lot of Hellwalkers. Hey, look at this. Blood treasure.
I liked it. Actually felt like a decent fight. Deadly Grips of Vitality, Rare Blades Pommel, low perk activation chance to grant a health burst. Cool. Always love seeing that. This is a throne right here. I like it. A secret path.
There's a passage behind this throne.
A secret passage.
Well, wouldn't be a proper throne room without a secret passage.
Not very secret, though, if you ask me. Maybe that's because someone just came back there. Oh, yikes. Is this him?
Motsognir.
What a lonely death for a king. What'd he just pick up? Changes the mood big time. Wow, got a lot of cool stuff there.
Look here.
Let me see what this is. Oh, perfect. Monseigneur, the Dwarf King, one of the sons of Vivaldi. He ruled over humans both in Vestergaard and Konungsgard. He was a good king at first, but then he started having dreams about his people dying. For some reason, he thought forcing them to hunt deadly beasts was the way to save them. He captured 3 dragons to harvest their fury, killed innocent people to harvest their screams, and was then killed by those very same people when they returned as Hellwalkers. That's wild. A self-fulfilling prophecy. He made it happen even though he was afraid of it. That created ultimate sacrifice. We can use these 3 ingredients to create some kind of legendary armor. Alright then.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
You do that, and I will read it. A king's last words. Love all this lore we're getting. Tragic that my failure becomes apparent as the life flows out of me. The gods came to me as I slept and demanded retribution for my father's actions in Niflheim. My people, they who entrusted me to keep them safe, every damn night. Visions of them mangled by all manner of beasts. Only I could protect them, and only through building the... whatever that is. I captured every deadly beast I could find and set to building myth. The dreams were very clear about the first 2 ingredients, Dragon's Fury and Screams of the Innocent. Oh, that's why. Okay. All makes sense now. Though many were sacrificed capturing the dragons, and the innocent's screams were far worse than I ever imagined, all of it was for the greater good. Of the 3rd ingredient, my dreams were vague. Ultimate sacrifice is all they would say. Oh, fascinating. I'm understanding what's going on now. I hoped that forfeiting my mortality during this damn search would be enough. Now I see it was my own sacrifice that was required. Like my father before me, I've been such a fool. Monseigneur, son of Vivaldi. What a story to finally bring him full circle. All right, I think that's it. That's kind of cool, though. Do we free the dragon?
Those must be the 3 mythical ingredients Brock was talking about.
I can say with utmost certainty that I've never laid eye on a stranger set of objects in my life.
Whoa.
How are Brock and Sindri supposed to build with... whatever they are?
Don't count the dwarves out, lad. They're right pricks, but they're resourceful. They once made an unbreakable chain out of little more than a cat's footstep and bird spit.
That doesn't
What?
even make sense.
Well, that's the legend. If you wanted sense, you shouldn't be talking to a severed head.
I love that line. Cool being so close to the serpent again. Its size is unreal. Prometheus Flame. Here we go. Heavy runic attack. A deadly slam attack that creates a small tear under up to 4 enemies before summoning a large pillar of flame beneath them. I might have to do that. Okay, absolutely getting this one. Let me upgrade it as well. Awesome. And now we go up here, which I assume leads us back the way we came. Or nearby, at least. I want some enemies now, though, to try out this new heavy runic attack. Oh, got a chest there. Let me do that first. Oh, this is going to be kind of difficult. Oh, no, that one's active. Let me see if I can find the third one. Oh, this is actually really cool. I assume I did it. Oh. No, I thought the one on the back of that was just not showing. Oh, I understand what I have to do. There we go. Yep, I had the right idea, just the wrong side. Can't be missing point blank. Symbol of survival. Nice.
I wonder what this place looked like in better times.
Conansgard was a beautiful land in its heyday, before the Dwarf King's obsession poisoned his mind.
How could he let that happen?
The dwarf blindly trusted in the legend and pursued it without thought to the consequences. This is the result.
Trust is a gamble, like you said. And the Dwarf King lost.
Kratos is a very wise man. Okay, we are getting a fight. Not a very tough fight. Okay, there is more. Oh wait, what am I doing? That is so cool.
The apple doesn't fall far.
Very true. Atreus is gifted. Getting a lot of items. Not sure what they'll all do. This is just bonus Dust of Realms. Oh, pure essence that time, because we already closed all the main realm tears. Okay. Came back around to free this dude. Can't forget that before I leave. The last dragon. Put your back into it. That one took some effort. Looks so cool.
Look up there!
There's the achievement. Scale of the Mighty. Wait for him to fly back. Is he coming? There he is. My favorite part. Epic enchantment. High perk activation chance to grant a boost of strength and a burst of health when his health drops below a critical level. Nice. And got a dragon tier. Hey, not too much left at this point. Oh. Man, thank goodness I looked right here, because I would have been so upset if I missed this. Whoops. It would have been a long trek back here. Couldn't even hear that one making any noise. Probably because of the dragon. was a higher decibel. All right, Sindri, give us the goods.
You found the legendary materials? Incredible. Oh, this is so exciting. Meet me back at the temple and we'll get started right away.
Oh, we have to go back there. All right, then. See you there, pal. All right, boys, tell me the good news.
You boys look right beaming. Well, the squirt does. Can't see squat behind that frizzle fuzz you call a beard.
Hey, don't hate. This is glorious.
We found the materials. But they're so weird. How do you build a piece of armor out of something so
None ya.
Nanya?
None ya fucking business. Trade secret. We got our ways.
Oh.
Another achievement. Fire of Ares heavy runic attack. A slam attack that sends out a fiery wave. Getting all sorts of good runic attacks. I think I'll hold on to the one I just equipped for now, so I can use it a few more times. Okay, so I'm just looking through my goals to see what objectives I still have to do. And there's still a troll somewhere in the world that I haven't killed and found. That's going to be interesting to see if that ever shows up. But I'm sure the next little bit is just going to be me cutting around randomly doing stuff. So hopefully it'll be coherent. Oh, hello. I wasn't even looking for you, and I found an Odineye. Perfect. Okay, back to the looting.
Mimir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Oh, we still get these.
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
Mimir's full of fantastic stories. Haven't reached the stage yet when I change my name and travel north, but can't be too far away.
Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. The Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it.
Tell him.
Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm
Yikes.
glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
And I was looking around during his conversation because I hear an Odineye somewhere. But I'm in this area because there was some stuff I hadn't discovered. This being one of them. Oh, it's just hacks over. I was hoping it was one of the artifacts I needed. I don't think I can see the Odineye from where I'm at. That's the troll. Dude, of course it is. I was literally saying, like, for multiple times that I was hoping it would come alive. or expecting it to come alive. I did not think it'd just be up and walking around now all of a sudden. So, well, might as well go fight it now. We're here. I'm very excited for this. I was wondering where the heck the final troll would be. Because I thought surely I've discovered everything. What's up, friend? Okay, gotta use, oh, that's a new ability. I feel like this troll is taller than usual. Dang. Labor complete. Still blows my mind, that finisher. So glad we got to fight one more troll, and that one actually put up a decent fight. I'm impressed. Mother never mentioned this troll. Well, yeah, because he's been frozen for so long. Guess he never did anything special to earn an interesting bedtime story. Ruthless Atreus. And now he never will. Even more ruthless. Nemean Crush. Light runic attack. A massive shockwave attack that sends all enemies flying back. Whoa, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna equip it and upgrade it. I have too much XP, so I need to spend it somehow. That's where the Odin Eye is. Atreus said there's something up there, so credit to him that I was able to see it. Knew I heard it when Mimir was telling his story.
You never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Here we go.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya.
Hey.
Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.
Jeez. Okay, well that was a bit more relevant than I was expecting for the future game. I missed this before. Doesn't do too much for me now, but still fun to get it. What's it gonna give me? Strength. Perfect. Can never be too strong.
If I'm not mistaken, we've yet to discuss the tale of the giant Bergelmir.
A new
yeah.
one.
I remember his shrine. It looked happier than the other ones. Mostly.
It begins in an ocean of blood.
Finally, a story worth hearing.
I love it now.
Ymir,
Kratos is
first
all
giant,
ears.
was fatally stabbed by Odin. It's in his blood our story starts. Ymir's magical guts poured out in a torrent so violent it threatened to flood all of creation. The Jotnar were unprepared, as the very last of them were washed away in the endless tide. Not just Ymir, but all of giant kind faced extinction. And so would Odin's victory have been complete. But Ymir's kind did not all perish that day. Staying afloat in the hollowed husk of a tree, the frost giant Bergelmir endured, as did his lady wife. For weeks they sailed, until finally they came upon a new land. They called it Jotunheim.
Hey.
And there they would start anew. As father and mother, they would multiply exceedingly, and as king and queen, they worked to make Jotunheim a land where giants would know no master but themselves. Bergelmir never sought revenge for Odin's slaughter. His vengeance was to live and prosper. He died at peace, a legion of his kin to mourn him. He would ever be known as Bergelmir the Beloved.
Bergelmir the Beloved.
This is such cool stuff.
Huh. I've never heard a story end that way. Not a true one, anyway.
You do, laddie.
If you're wondering why the past little bit has just been me rowing around, it's because I'm looking for some stuff that's supposed to be on one of the shores, but I haven't been able to find it yet. All right, boys, bring it on. Just use everything I've got on this guy. Nice. One down, the big boy. Okay, perfect.
Nicely done.
Had to come over here because this was undiscovered. Didn't even remember it being here. Rage of the Titans, that sounds cool. Light runic attack. A rapid blade attack that ends in a devastating swipe. It's decent enough, but I'm fine with the one I've got at the moment. Oh, there you are. Man, these Odin eyes are so sneaky. I was roaming around here for like 5 minutes because there was something undiscovered here. Didn't know what it was. Eventually found that. Here we go.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
The last set of artifacts for this area. Took me a minute to find this one. Got this raven in my sights. I'm taking the shot. He dodged it. Hey, 7 more ravens to go, man. I can taste it. Oh, I hear you, pal. You thought you could hide forever. And you almost did. Okay, I'm mowing through them at the moment. Oh, wow. I actually missed quite a few things over here. One, a raven. Most important, I didn't even realize there was a chest here, too. This is at Conansgard, by the way, where I just was. And I think, yeah, there it is. I've been missing the first one a lot lately. Perfect. 5 more. By the way, for the first time the entire game, just for this last little bit, I am looking up the locations of the ravens because it was already taking me way too long to just boat around, walk around, try and find things. So I wanted to speed it up a little bit so I wouldn't be here for 24 hours straight. Obviously, the rest of the game hadn't looked up anything, and so it's definitely making this process a bit easier. All right, about to go to the next objective. I don't know how I missed this in the moment, but you can actually double back and go under the ship, and there's some goodies for you. A treasure map for one,
Boy,
Yes, sir.
which I didn't get.
It's another one of those maps.
But I definitely need it. Let me actually see if it's a familiar location. Njord's Oarsman. On my last voyage, my ship was ravaged by Thor's thunder and storms. I had given up hope when the gentle wind of Njord, or Njord, however you say it, parted the dark clouds and filled my sails. I have hidden my treasure up high where I can forever row with Njord's Oarsman. I wonder if I already found that one. It's not completed, so I don't think so. I wonder where that one would be. Then we got a chest. Oh! Hamingja Essence. Legendary enchantment. Increases luck by 13. Well, may have needed it before. And then here is the last thing, I think. Oh, it's all of these.
Can you read it?
This says, false leader. I've seen it written all over this place.
Throwing it way back to this story. Let's see if I remember. Another betrayal. False leader. Is this what Vandred wrote about his father, or what the crew wrote about Vandred after they mutinied? I assume the latter, since that was the more pressing matter. Okay, got that finished. Yo, no way. So I forgot a chest, but it was a chest I already unlocked. But I guess I just never came back here to open it. That's ridiculous. Better late than never, I guess. Symbol of consideration. I should have considered coming back to the chest when I opened it before. Oh well. So here's another chest I don't know how I missed, but it is in the main area of Tyr's Temple. I think after you get this thing in the very middle, it opens up. And I guess I had blinders on. I didn't look over here. But I'm back here now. For whatever you can give me. Weightless grips of protection, rare blades pommel, moderate perk activation chance to grant protective barrier preventing damage from enemy attacks on successfully landing rising fury on an enemy. It's a complicated one.
What about the giant with 8 arms?
Let's go.
Starkath the Mighty.
More lore.
If the Giants ever had anything so organized as an army, Starkath would have been their general. An opinion, in retrospect, I should have kept to myself. But no, as Odin's advisor, I kept him advised. And having bent his will towards Starkath's doom, there was no dissuading him. But even Thor wasn't stupid enough to take on Starkath on his own. No. Instead, the Aesir set forth slanders upon Starkath's name, branding him throughout the realms as a monster to be feared. They said he abducted an elf queen who killed herself rather than be ravished by the giant. Lies, of course, but you're too young for her story. In the end, even the Vanir gods and the armies of Midgard were roused to the cause. They surrounded Starkath, showered him with arrows until he was brought to his knees. He surrendered, hoping by trial he could clear his name. Thor took advantage and ripped off one of Starkath's arms, which only made it easier to sever another and another until he was satisfied. Relieved of 6 arms and too much blood, Starkath perished upon the battlefield.
I assume this is the story. A giant with 8 arms swinging... Oh, the new stuff. Odin plotted to destroy Starkadr after hearing Mimir praise him as the potential leader of the giants. They spread rumors and gathered a mob, and when he surrendered to clear his name, Thor murdered him. Yikes.
I regret it to this day, you know. I told myself there was nothing I could do, but I wish I'd tried.
Man, I feel bad for Mimir. He's holding on to so much, so many regrets. But when you were working with Odin, it's hard not to.
Is there a story for the giant with the flaming sword?
Stuart the Brave.
Hopefully.
Of course. We've spoken so much of frost giants. It's about time we instead met the most fiery giant of all.
Such a good storyteller.
When Ymir first emerged from Ginnungagap, it was Stuart who followed next. He came from Muspelheim, the fire realm, bringing heat to the young cosmos,
Been there.
conjuring the sun from his primordial flame. But let's come back to that flaming sword, shall we? Surt the Brave forged his Sword of Flame for one purpose alone. To burn down Asgard when Ragnarok comes at last. His destiny is to fall at the hands of Thor and Odin.
I hope we get to
But
see all
in so
this.
doing, strike the blow that leaves their realm in ash and ruin. And from that
The
destruction,
music.
the world can be born anew. Until then, alone he waits in Muspelheim, never sleeping, ever honing his fiery blade. Brave, generous Surt, who knows he lives but to his doom. All because he chooses to serve a grand cycle so much bigger than himself. To truly embrace your purpose and the patience and sacrifice it demands is to ensure your day will come.
Do you think we'll be there when that day comes?
I've seen enough of war between the gods. But you, little brother, who can say?
Oh man, I hope we don't lose him as a companion based off that line. I am so excited for Ragnarok. Based off all of these little lore drops we're getting, feels like it's just going to be non-stop destruction. Dang, first time I've been here since the dragon fell. Look at this thing. Oh, and there's treasure potentially. Oh no, it's just the dragon tier from this thing. That's cool. Man. Can't believe we fought on top of that thing and helped to bring it down. Okay, I finally realized where the last two lore markers I needed from the Lake of Nine are. And it's these two, just inside the Vanaheim Tower. But I needed all the cipher things. That's what they're called, right? Language ciphers. And I hadn't been back since.
Can you read it?
Yes, sir. I can read these now. It says the Gauntlet of Surtur is in Muspelheim. Is that what those challenges are called?
Ah, that makes sense. Who else would be training in a place like Muspelheim?
The Fire Realm, Muspelheim, Gauntlet of Surtur, the ancient realm of fire. Now that we have the travel rune, we can go anytime and see what new challenges await. Oh, okay. Already been through it. This one
Can you
must
read
be Niflheim.
Sir. Oh, yeah. I can translate this now. Niflheim, land of fog and fortune.
Aye, and a bloody infinite number of traps.
Man, that place is wild. A misty realm of treasure and traps. Well, we have the rune to go explore. And that we did. Quite a spooky time. I'm actually not done with this room as well. Just realized there's a realm tear in here. Just have to activate all these. Okay, hopefully it's not too difficult. Oh, my favorite, Revenant.
Almost ready.
Giving her the Rocky treatment.
Almost ready.
I knew that wouldn't hit. Never does. Try and run now. Up against a wall. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh, some of the loot fell up there. I think it's just hacks over though. Okay, let's close it. Get the goodies, but more importantly, get the completion of that part of the area. Okay, there's the next item. Took a bit of running to get to it since there's no teleport or mystic gateway nearby. But I never ran around this, I don't think ever in the game, so I didn't even know it was here. But just another good old chest. And just like the motto, I doubt there's going to be a single piece of loot left behind. Weightless war handles, rare blades pommel, moderate perk activation chance to grant a gift of strength on successfully landing Rising Fury on an enemy. Don't know if it's better than what I've got though. Yeah, I've got the Valkyrie one. Although, who knows, after I upgrade it, maybe it'll do something. Something to keep in mind. Oh! What the heck? This wasn't even on my list of things to get. Or that I was going to. I didn't realize that was here.
Over here.
I guess I'd forgotten to go up this thing.
Treasure map. All right.
Another treasure map. Kneel before... Oh, I thought I completed something. It's just saying which treasure map it is. Oh, there you are. This one was a bit tricky because the thing that I'm using to help me find some of these ravens doesn't have an image or anything like that, and kind of vague instructions. So glad I could eventually find it. Because down here in the mines where there's a lot of places to look. Whoa! I'm looking for an artifact that I haven't gotten yet, and I just heard a noise, and lo and behold, the raven that I need. Only 3 more to go, man. So dang close to everything and having 100% completion. Oh, on my way to get another, or still get the same artifact. And I heard the last Odin Eye. Oh, there he is. Hard to see with the light. And the last 2 I believe that I need are just back near my home, which I read some of your comments that after I finish the game, I should go back to my home for a surprise. Not sure what it is, but I'm deliberately leaving that area till the very end so I can see that last. But just coming back to some of these early areas in the game, obviously I've been playing this game now for a lot of hours, and so I've already got a funny bit of nostalgia for this and the beginning of the game. So can't imagine what that's going to feel like after Ragnarok, assuming we're still kind of in the same area. Do I hear another one already? I thought there were only... Oh, there he is. Okay, I guess there's only one in the home base area.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Oh,
Bringing Baldur back to life. Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure. But make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead.
I didn't expect us to get some significant dialogue coming back here, but it makes sense. This is my first time coming back to the Witch's Cave since I completed the main quest. I wonder if we can even go inside her house at this point. I doubt it. Let me try it though, just out of curiosity to see what would happen. Okay, yep. Not even a prompt to open the door or anything. So, looks like we'll have to wait to the next game. Oh, this one was well hidden. The final artifact I need for the river pass. Like, dang, if you're just walking past, no wonder I missed it. You can't even, like, see the glow from it. Unless you're right next to it.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
They certainly make it difficult to find all of them. Now the last stuff I need, back at the old stomping ground. Oh, this is a whole new area. No wonder I missed this before. This is so overkill for level 1 enemies. Man, I did not touch this. There's a chest, there's a whole bunch of stuff. And 1 of 2 artifacts, unless both artifacts are here. Okay, that wasn't an artifact. This one is.
Ooh, good find.
Hey, only 1, potentially 2 more items to go. Also, I have at least 1, I think just 1 Odin Eye in Alfheim, and then 1 in Helheim as well. And then I think at that point, I will have 100% completed the stuff, so still working towards it. Oh, I think I found the other thing I need. Oh, this is actually separate. I never found this chest before. Wasn't even on my list of things to do.
Should we be in here?
This is probably going to be the easiest chest of all time. It was. They made it very simple for us at the beginning. What's it gonna be? Ooh. That did something cool to my armor. Symbol of determination. Okay, back on track for the last artifact. Oh, wow. I found a whole nother area as well that was untouched. I was getting sloppy at the beginning. There's a chest with a tiny bit of hack silver. I assume the last artifact is this. Or no, it's not, but I assume it's around here. Yeah, I think it's right over here. There it is. Oh, there's a lot of stuff down here. Dang, Atreus. Calm down, my guy. Slaughtered him.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
Okay, that is complete. Open this as well, just for fun. Okay, now I think I'll go back to my house to see what y'all were talking about with the surprise. But let's first appreciate this site right here. Midgard summary completion, 100%. And as I mentioned, just need one more Raven in Alfheim, which it's impressive that that's all I need from that place. Didn't need any help from a guide up to that point. And even now, I'm still finding stuff without a guide. And then, oh, I need one more artifact as well from Helheim, as well as Odin Raven. And then I'll be complete. And there may be some other stuff I have to do in order to get platinum. We'll see. All right, welcome home, Atreus. I assume I just go inside the house. See if it'll let me. Oh, it will. So there's got to be something.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Oh, I love that. Oh, so we actually are going to sleep and maybe wake up to the opening of Ragnarok? Who knows? Oh. There we go.
Okay, this'll do.
A well-deserved break.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Honestly, some pretty comfy looking beds. Years later? How long does Ragnarok take place
Your ball!
from this? Oh, that's gotta be Thor, bro. It is him, I assume. Yo. Oh, bro, what a shot. That gave me chills. What a teaser for Ragnarok, dude. That was amazing. Oh, so that's like the official end of the game right there. Dang, dude. I hope I can go back and finish the rest of the stuff, because obviously there are a few more things I wanted to get. I assume it'll let me. But that's crazy. We actually will get to fight Thor in the next one. Is that how it opens? Or maybe they just cleverly tied it together with falling asleep there, waking up at that period. The music is too good as well. Cannot wait to see what they do with the soundtrack in the next one, because I assume the scale is going to be so much bigger with giants, with Thor. I wouldn't be surprised if Odin himself shows up. But the fact that so much of this game is talking about how all these giants have just been slaughtered by Thor, or at least prophesized to be killed by Thor. They have built him up to be such a powerful villain I'm terrified to actually end up fighting him. Like in this game, you have the main quest stuff, which does get pretty tricky at times, especially Baldur can take some time. But the Valkyries are like the premier top level villains that you have to fight, the toughest ones at least. But if we're going up against Thor and who knows what else, I imagine the main quest in Ragnarok is also going to be pretty freaking difficult. And so I cannot wait to see what happens with that. But I love Thor's look in this as well. Not the friendly face that I've come to know from the Marvel Universe, that's for sure. Couldn't even really see his face, speaking of it. And so I wonder what he's going to look like. He was huge, though. Like 3-4 times the size of Kratos. I wonder how much Sindri... Well, we do kind of know that they regretted making that weapon for him, Sindri and Brock, because they talk about how they made the axe as the countermeasure to that when they gave it to Faye. And it could very well be the killing blow in the next game when Kratos is using it in a fight. Although showing us that makes me think that could happen very early on in the game, but they could treat it more like a Baldur situation where Thor is kind of that character in the next game and we're just going to fight him throughout, maybe beat him by the end. Luckily, I haven't heard any story aspects or story details about Ragnarok, and so I'm going into that one blind. If you're watching this as well and you made it to this point, definitely don't let me know anything. I'd like to find out as I'm playing it, but if that game is bigger than this one, it's going to take me like 6 months to actually finish it because it's already taken me so much time to finish this one. But if it's as good as this, if not better, I will gladly pour all of the time necessary into beating that one fully as well. I also like that it's given you kind of the official credits here, which is wild that that's not even a thing on the map or anything like the other stuff you accomplish. Obviously, it lists that, but this isn't even an item on there. And so I'm glad people mentioned it because I certainly would have missed it. I don't think I ever would have bothered coming back into the house. So I love that the game rewards fans so much, and I hope the next one does as well with the optional items or quests or what have you, because that just shows how much they care about the gaming experience and about the more hardcore gamers out there, if you want to call them that they make sure to give an amazing casual experience if you want it, but it's endlessly rich with material if you actually want to dive super deep and do everything you can. Like, I can't fathom going into the next game. It's like coming into this game, I wanted to make sure I watched those somewhat lengthy videos recapping the other 3 games just because I just wanted to get to this one, since there were a lot of other games that came out. Some people said they weren't too great, some of them. It feels like doing the optional side missions, listening to the Mimir lore, researching the other lore, reading all that. Feels like that's kind of the same thing for Ragnarok as the videos were to prep me for this game. And so I wonder what the experience is going to be like having fully completed this game going into Ragnarok compared to the more casual people who don't listen to all the lore and the prophecies about stuff upcoming, because with everything that Mimir talks about and all the lore we cover, I feel like we've almost gotten a play-by-play of what to expect, which feels great. It's not like a spoiler type thing. It's more of like a building hype type thing. I'm really excited to see all this stuff play out, especially potentially all these giants coming around. But it will be interesting to see what happens, considering all the giants seem to be dead when we went to Jotunheim. And so I'm not really sure how much of the prophecies are going to be accurate, or the stuff that's been foretold. Obviously, hopefully, we get to see the showdown between the serpent and Thor, because that was talked about, how their battle just left destruction everywhere. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they said it basically just ended in a stalemate. Ooh, this music. Once I finished the main quest and the Valkyrie, the Queen Valkyrie for that matter, I started really listening to the God of War soundtrack just for this game, obviously. And it is so good. So much fun to listen to. Christopher Judge. Still blows my mind how deep his voice gets. I assume Sonny Soljic, however you pronounce that last name, I assume that's Atreus. Fantastic job. Oh, Troy Baker, that's right. One of you said it was the first brother we killed off, right? The nephews or whatever of Odin. Which, it's wild, the range he has as a voice actor. You would never guess it's the same person that voices Joel in The Last of Us. But as always, shout out to Bear McCreary for creating a audio masterwork with this. It's funny they call it Valkyrie Entertainment as well. But man, when I was going to complete this stuff, I thought I'll try and offer some last minute thoughts. I wasn't sure if I was going to have any additional to what I was talking about after we completed the main quest, but surprisingly still had a lot to say. Obviously that little teaser sparked my excitement and wanting to talk about stuff. But I'll obviously, if it'll allow me to go through, finish that last little bit, try and get platinum, of course. But just for now, thanks to all of you who watched along for this playthrough. Makes me really happy that with both The Last of Us Part 2 and now this one as well, had kind of the same group of people watching from beginning to end. So I'm glad that it was able to hopefully still be entertaining throughout. So I appreciate you watching and leaving comments, suggestions, and whatnot. And of course, cannot wait to experience Ragnarok with you all. And I'll mention it now while we're here watching the credits. But I'm going to make the Ragnarok videos maybe a little less frequent than this, but they're all going to be super long uploads. So like the 4.5 hour one or whatever I uploaded at one time, they're all going to be closer to that in length. And so even if there's only one video every, I don't want to say week, because that might be too quick for the time it'll take me to play it and edit it, maybe like week and a half or something like that, who knows. But it'll be very long videos, so you'll have time to finish the videos before the next one comes out. And I'll make sure and pack it with all the good stuff, because each game that I play, I kind of learn as I'm editing it how to kind of do the style, what to cut out, what to leave in. And after playing through this, I'll know for the second one kind of the style that I've come to want to do with it. So it'll hopefully be paced pretty well, the videos. But not sure what else to say at the moment. I think we're getting close to the end of the credits. Not surprised they're so long. Oh, this in particular. Love the Valkyrie soundtrack. Love kind of the final soundtrack we get. The choir aspect of it at all. But this, low-key, might be my favorite piece of soundtrack. I just love, I'm not sure what instrument it is that plays at the beginning there. Whatever stringed instrument it is, I think. Just sounds so cool. Got like a very almost pirate type feel to it, if that makes sense. I think they played it during the final battle with Baldur. So good though. listen to this one in particular a whole lot. But my mission right now, I pre-ordered the, even though I haven't even played the game yet, I know I'm gonna love it. I pre-ordered the Ragnarok vinyl from Mondo, and it comes with like a box that you can put in this God of War soundtrack in it as well to house both of them. But I didn't get that soundtrack, and it's not available on there anymore. So what I'm waiting for right now is to purchase that one, because if Mondo soundtracks go out of stock, they get very, very expensive to get again. It took me forever to get the Blade Runner 2049 one from them, because I missed it when they first sold it, and I just waited forever. I'm getting sidetracked though. Yeah, amazing game. So well made. And the visuals as well, coming out 5 years ago now. Almost 5 years. Looks so amazing. During, in particular, the last cutscene kind of the main quest. Or no, not of the main quest. That too, but when you defeat Baldur, just when I was editing and looking back through that sequence, the graphics, and I'm sure the motion capture as well, on Kratos, Baldur, Freya, even Atreus, looked stunning. In some shots, it literally looked like a real person, practically. And so technology has just come so far with that. And I assume Ragnarok having come out more recently, was it just last year that it came out, 2022? So I'm not too far behind on that one. I assume that's going to look incredible, especially with the scale of this game, assuming it's going to increase with the battles in the next one. It could be an all-timer for sure, because this game already one of my favorite games ever. Don't want to bore you all talking too much longer. I thought the credits would be done by now, but I think that's all the main stuff I want to say right now. Obviously, I'll cut to finishing the other stuff here in a second if it'll let me, but for now, I'll just enjoy the rest of the credits. Okay, finally at the end of the credits.
Are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us, here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real.
Yo.
The future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Oh, that's fantastic. I thought it was a flash forward. It was just Atreus' dream. But he is part giant, so I would absolutely trust the things he sees. That would be so frightening to fight Thor. But glad that it put me back in here so I can go ahead and finish everything and get platinum. Oh, I don't know how I missed this one, but the Raven in Alfheim was in the chamber. Allfather blinded. Let's go. Got another trophy. We've got to be getting so close. I will gladly blind the Allfather any day. Okay, this one is well hidden. This is the first of 2 artifacts I didn't have in Hell. And this one's just hidden on a wall. I would have been very lucky if I found that Curator. All right, only a little bit more here, and then I'll figure out what else I need to do for platinum. Oh, wow. This one is well hidden as well. I just said that. Only one more here, and then I'm fully completed with Hell and everything in the whole game. Oh, wow. I don't know how I missed this. I passed by it so many times, even just a few seconds ago. 100% complete. Love it. Didn't get an actual achievement besides the game one right there, but it feels pretty cool. Don't do it with every game, that's for sure, but this one was special. Had to make sure I went through it all. Okay, one of the last things, rudely interrupted. One of the last things I needed was the last Jotnar shrine that I somehow missed all the way back here.
Here, boy. Another one.
It says his name is Hrungnir. You told me about him.
Hrungnir.
Giant warrior made of stone.
Better than, yes.
Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there, Thor, even the World Serpent.
Well, that's stretching it a bit.
Oh. Thor must have smashed his head apart. See? But look, Hrungnir's body squished him. Idiot.
Huh. That part's true at least.
Another achievement, the truth. Getting real close. I like how they found a way to interject Mimir lines since this one was so early on. You wouldn't have had Mimir had you found it initially. A mighty giant made of frost and stone. Looks like he had a huge fight with the Aesir and Vanir gods. He battles Thor, and it looks like they both lose. A rare occurrence.
Ed, you are full of stories. When will you tell one that entertains?
I beg your pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you? Very well, my brothers.
Oh, here we go.
The story of Hrungnir, the brawler.
Thought we might get one
Real story.
after
There
that
was a
last
huge battle,
shrine.
His shrine had him in the middle, fighting off Aesir.
A pretty story, but no. Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart. So the giants had to complete him with stone. He was strong, to be sure, but also a perfect simpleton.
Oh.
Odin met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead, and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim.
Yikes.
Then Thor shows up. And does he laugh? Oh no. Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon and brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day.
Whoa.
So startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That is messed up.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
Kratos has to have liked that one. But I'm showing up here because I believe the last thing I have to do to get platinum is finish all of the treasure maps. Find all the treasure. So that's what I'm doing right now. Not very interesting just digging them up. So I will just cut to when I'm getting the last one.
Well, that solves that treasure map.
Treasure Hunter achievement. Father and son. I still had one treasure map left, which is why it took me by surprise right there. I wasn't prepared for it. Maybe I already completed it or something. I'm not sure. I cannot believe this many hours, after this many hours, finally got the platinum achievement. The first PlayStation game that I have gotten platinum on, because I haven't played too many PlayStation games. I used to play mainly on Xbox, PC, GameCube, everything back in the day. And so this is a pretty major deal for me. But at this point, I think I've done all I need to with the game. Obviously, nothing left to achieve. Got the bonus ending after the main story. 100% completion for all the realms. And now platinum. And so I will attempt to do the same thing with Ragnarok next time. Although I have a feeling that's going to take me even longer than this. Even just going around doing the treasure maps here at the end took me a long time. Just because of all the distance you have to cover. But appreciate all of you for sticking with me and watching, and I cannot wait to see you all for the second game, Ragnarok. And until then, I will see you all later. Peace.